What if the reason your life isn't changing is because it's too loud? Too many opinions, too many distractions, too much explaining, too much reacting. When was the last time you sat alone? No phone, no music, no conversation, just your thoughts. Does silence make you uncomfortable? His name was Peter Alvarez. Peter grew up in Lima, Peru, in a crowded neighborhood where noise never slept. Buses roared past his window. Street vendors shouted from early morning to late evening. Radios played through thin walls. People talked over each other all day. And Peter's life sounded exactly like that noise. At 27, Peter was stuck. He worked long hours in a warehouse on the outskirts of the city. The pay was just enough to survive, never enough to move forward. Every evening, he stood outside a small neighborhood store with friends. They talked about big dreams. They complained about money. They blamed the system. Hours passed. Nothing changed. But at night, when Peter lay in bed staring at the ceiling, silence crept in. And in that silence, a thought returned again and again. I'm wasting my life. One evening, Peter climbed the narrow stairs to the rooftop of his apartment building. Below him, the lights of Lima stretched endlessly. Above him, the sky was calm. For the first time in a long time, Peter turned his phone off. No scrolling, no music, no messages, just wind and silence. At first, it felt uncomfortable. His thoughts grew louder. Regrets, missed opportunities, fear of staying the same forever. But instead of running back to the noise, Peter stayed. That night, he made one decision. He would reduce the noise in his life. Peter stopped explaining himself to everyone. He stopped reacting to every opinion. He stopped arguing about things he couldn't control. He started waking up before sunrise, before the city moved, before the buses roared, before the world demanded his attention. Peter sat by the window with a notebook. No phone, no distractions. He wrote goals. He listed his weaknesses. He planned his days. At first it felt boring, lonely, uncomfortable, but slowly, something changed. His thoughts became clearer. His focus became sharper. His confidence became quiet but strong. While others talked, Peter worked. While others complained, Peter learned. While others searched for shortcuts, Peter built discipline. Weeks turned into months. Picture this. Early morning in Lima, the sun rising over concrete rooftops. Golden light touching the distant hills. Peter sitting alone, breathing steadily, writing his future. No noise, no rush. That's growth. Quiet, unannounced. Powerful. 2 years later, Peter wasn't loud about his progress. But it showed he had developed valuable skills. He managed his time with intention. He made decisions with clarity. People who once talked over him now listened. They asked him what changed. Peter smiled. He said nothing because the truth was simple. Silence gave him space. Space gave him clarity. Clarity changed his life. Noise hides truth. Silence reveals it. You don't need to announce your growth. Real progress happens when nobody is watching. Silence builds mental strength. It teaches you control. It teaches you discipline. So ask yourself, are you living in noise? Or are you building in silence? Your breakthrough may not require a new opportunity. It may only require less noise.